Hey guys, welcome back to the Cambridge RTG here on FIFA 22. Thank you for your continued support. As ever, please do continue to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And leave me your feedback in the comment section down below. All of those combined help continue to push the channel to new people and the content to new people and hopefully help the channel to continue to grow. We are having a really good season so far. A very good season so far, in fact, comparatively to how Cambridge are having in real life. Considering we're brand new in this league, to be challenging for the playoffs and actually only be 3 points off an automatic promotion spot is very, very good indeed. Now, it is a busy month for December, 6 games, but Cheltenham, Donny and Charlton are all in the relegation zone. So, obvious easy sims. Maybe not easy, but obvious sims. So, we'll play Carlisle in the FA Cup, try and get ourselves through to the next round of that competition, and we will also play Rotherham and Wycombe, and that in theory should hopefully see us maintain our form. The league table, just to refresh your memory, is as you see it here. So we're down in 8th. Rotherham, today's opponents, are in 6th, and well, Wycombe are 1st, but we're only 3 points off MK Dons in 2nd. We will be past the halfway point in the season by the end of today's episode. 23 games per half. Cheltenham, Charlton and Donny, as you can see, all in the relegation zone. So, to obvious simulations there. To be fair, Carlisle at home is an obvious sim as well, with Carlisle being in the league below. So, bollocks to it. We'll play one of the league games. We'll sim this home game in the cup against a team that we certainly should be beating. And do beat, but only thanks to Joey Ironside with 1 goal. Thank God for that. We're through to the 3rd round of the FA Cup, and maybe we'll get lucky with a money-spinning tie in the next round of that competition. So then, 21st place Cheltenham away. We might as well play that one then, and we'll sim Charlton, and we'll sim Donny, and then play Rotherham and Wycombe. Next round of the FA Cup will probably be drawn on the 1st of January, actually, so it's going to be a busy month of January too. So here we go then. We're nearly at full strength. I'll have to rotate a little bit, but that's not a problem. Wanted to make sure that we stood the best possible chance of getting through that last round of the FA Cup. I'm actually going to give Ben Warman a start here. Shiloh Tracy is transfer listed and potentially on his way out, but for now, we'll give him the nod on the right-hand side of midfield. Maybe put him in the shot window. Like I say, drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. And let's see if we can't finally get ourselves into the playoffs. And who knows? Maybe that automatic promotion spot. Cheltenham then with a 5-back formation. Cheltenham, one of the 4 sides that came up last season from League 2, including Cambridge and Bolton. Can't remember who else came up. Cheltenham won the league and finished 1st. Cambridge 2nd. Bolton came up 3rd. And it genuinely escapes me who came up via the playoffs last year. Scott Flinders in goal for them, though. Matty Blair at right wing-back. Freestone, Pollock, Boyle and Ben Williams round out their back 5. Wright, Chapman and Sercombe in the middle, with Andy Williams and George Lloyd up top, 2 60-rated strikers. Cheltenham struggling this year in the league. We're slightly rotated. Warman, Tracy and Jones into the lineup, but other than that, we are as you would expect us to be, and hopefully the result will be as you would expect it to go as well. There's Warman. We'll move that out wide left there to Harrison Dunk. Nibs is available. But again, with 5 men at the back, it's going to be tough to break this team down, but we'll stand that up looking for Joey Ironside, and maybe getting out wide is going to be the way forward, although it's opened up for Warman here. And his shooting certainly needs improving. Yeah. Ben? Maybe work on your shooting, pal. Yikes. Corner to come in from that far side from Chapman. Kind of figured out, I think, what I want to do with our Chapman. George Chapman, the youngster in the youth setup still, youth academy. And we'll deal with that when we get to the January transfer window episode tomorrow. I'll let you know what's happening with that, and actually elsewhere in the transfer window. This is opening up beautifully for Cheltenham, sorry. But their shooting is as bad as Ben Warman's. That is well high and well wide. 2 shots so far. Both of them went into orbit with one another. Oh, sharp turn by Williams there to beat the man. Can we get to that first? We can't. And now we're in trouble here. It's 2v1. That one in George Williams has done particularly well. Warman getting away from his man, having his shirt tugged. We'll look for the ball down the line. That's not quite worked, but we've got fortunate that it fell back to him. Brophy will look for Warman again. And he'll look for Joey Ironside. Now, can Joey whip it from the edge of the box? Well, that is a question well answered. I had no idea that Joey could do that. He's used his header quite a lot this season to power the ball into the back of the net. He scored a handful of laced finishes from inside the box, but that is one of your goal of the season contenders. Pick the ball up, turn on it, and whip it. I didn't know he could do that. Oh, and what an angle for the replay as well. Yes, I think you'll find goal of the season so far. If you haven't hit like on the video already, that might encourage you. Ben Williams, kicks that straight against my Williams. Thank you. It's remarkable the difference, or the lack of difference, statistically, between Shiloh Tracy and Jack Lancaster. But somehow, Shiloh Tracy feels awful in game, and Jack Lancaster feels really good. Nibs will rifle this. I should have perhaps been a little bit more conservative with my passing. Nice tackle by Greg Taylor, but still they come forward here, Cheltenham. And dangerously too. Williams looking to get in behind, trying to slow him up, which we've done well enough. He'll still find a cross. Can we get to that with Greggy T? We can. He may be 31, Greg, and he may only be 64 rated, but he is still one of the best centre-backs in the league. Hands down, the way that he bosses other strikers about, and certainly leading by example at centre-back. We're not yet looking to improve in that position. We're looking to improve at right back and at right or left mid in January. So please do keep your suggestions coming in the comment section for those roles, either that be on loan or permanently. But for the time being, we're going to take our 1-0 lead in at half-time here against Cheltenham, provided that the referee blows his whistle, which he will do now. Oh, nicely through the gap by Lloyd to Williams. Shiloh Tracy's going to have to put the afterburners on to try and catch him here. It's a decent move, this, by Charlton down the wing. Oh, to be fair to him, that was exceptional from Shiloh Tracy. Very well done indeed. Warman forward to Nibs. And Brophy's on the run, trying to get him in behind, but can he beat the defender to that? He can't. Freestone does well. Greg Taylor, superb again, but unfortunately Harvey Nibs loses possession. They do have one of the worst goal-scoring records in the league, as we've said, so you'd like to think we can keep a clean sheet here, but we don't keep many. But thanks to Dimmy's save there, we will, for the time being, maintain it. They're making changes. I might make some of my own in the not-too-distant future, as we look to rest players ahead of the game against Charlton in a few days' time. That was handball from right there, so we will now make a change. I'm going to take Warman off for Adam May. And I might bring, in fact, I am going to bring Sam Smith on for Joey Ironside as well. He's the one that always tends to be slightly more tired than any of the other strikers. He scored his goal of the season contender that may well end up be goal of the season winner come the end of this first year here at Cambridge. And his job is done for today, as we hope the reserves can do their job. Brophy back there to Sam Smith. Don't really know where to go. Digby across to Adam May. Out wide to Brophy. A little bit of footwork. Good acceleration, but the defender read it, unfortunately. Win this, though, with Digger, and we could bring it forward again. And we will do exactly that. And Sam Smith is through that gap. He's in. It has to be 2. And it is. Game over! 3 points, please. Oh, that was a tired pass. I think is probably the best way to put it. A very tired pass. But despite some shaky legs in the latter stages here, we are going to get a victory. Hopefully with a clean sheet as well. And the push for, well, we have to be honest, the push now for an automatic spot with the way that the league table is lined up at the moment is really alive. I'd like to think that surely this victory now would put us into the playoffs. Certainly a free kick there as Greggy T outmuscles the man. And will they get a consolation goal, Cheltenham? We could do with the goal difference improvement, to be fair, as a number of sides above us have better goal difference. And Brophy will get rid of that. And we'll just bring the ball down as there goes the final whistle. A Joe Ironside goal of the season, followed by a lovely threaded through ball, and Sam Smith tucks it home. And we lead by 2. Let's have a look. Oh no, that was Warman's. I thought for a moment that was going to be a replay of Joey Ironside's goal of the season. In fact, I only had 3 shots in that game. I felt like we were a bit better than that, to be honest. But getting a result when, on paper, you haven't played well shows how good a side you are. And that is us into the playoffs. Not only is it us into the playoffs, as MK Dons draw and drop more points, we are only a point from an automatic promotion spot. Although, there is only a point from 2nd to 6th. So, anyone could grab that 2nd spot. Wycombe look like they're walking away with the title at the moment, although there is still half a season to go. Charlton away on the way next, although that one will be a sim. Okay then, Charlton away. Cheltenham were 21st. Charlton are 22nd. We are at full strength. Everybody's back fit again. And again, it's only a narrow margin of victory, but it is a victory. Jack Lancaster gets us the goal 4 minutes into the second half. We've had a lot of 1-0s recently. And actually, the clean sheet tally is improving, as is our league position. We are in 2nd. We are in an automatic promotion playing spot. Although there is still only 3 points to 7th. So we have to keep the form up. Right, Rotherham next. They were in the playoffs. They have recently dropped out and down to 9th. So maybe in their dodgy run of form, we can take advantage of that perhaps. Rotherham then, top of the table in real life, but struggling down in 9th so far this season on FIFA. One of the relegated sides from last year. They've got Josh Vickers in goal, Ogbene at right back, Wes Harding, Joe Mattock, Michael Ihetwe and Shane Ferguson is at left wing back. They've got Jamie Lindsay, Adoffin and Wiles in the middle. With, yes, that man, Will Grigg, up top at striker alongside Michael Smith. Again, it's a strong team. Unfortunately, Wes Hoolahan has dropped to 63 rated now as he continues to play out his final year of his career. But he's still having a positive impact on the side. So we're not looking to replace him yet. Playing on, and hopefully we'll pick up another victory. At least maintain our unbeaten streak. Rotherham are going to be a really tough game. Well, it could go either which way, couldn't it? It could be a really difficult fixture, or we'll find it be like Ipswich and it'll be pretty straightforward. Actually, Sam Smith starts on this occasion at striker. After coming off the bench and picking up a couple of goals recently, I've given him the nod ahead of Harvey Nibbs to see if Sam Smith can hold down that first team spot and pick up some regular goals. Harvey hasn't been chipping in that much, although he has got the odd assist as well, so perhaps I should compare their goal conversion rates to decide who starts alongside Mr. Ironside. But certainly, Joe deserves to be in the starting lineup, doesn't he? Dunk getting forward from left back here. Ogbene trying to track with me. Sam Smith actually could be the man we look for, and he's the man we find. Wasn't the best of crosses, hit very low when I wanted to float it, but from one end to the other, now we could be in trouble. Digby's not going to have the pace to close that down, so we'll have to switch player. And there is a man free at the back post, and Michael Smith, from the thinnest of angles, has been able to squeeze that home at the back post. It was basically put onto the post. Floated cross. And how that's gone in from there. Not entirely too sure. He's just gotten lucky. That could have hit Dimmy and gone anywhere. It just happens to have hit Dimmy square in the forehead and gone into the top corner. Rotherham lead. We are behind for the first time in a while. How will we respond? This will show some character of the side, won't it, if we come back now? Oh, Harding. He's given that straight to Joey Ironside. That's really poor. And Lancaster's arriving. Jack's in the box here. Jack Lancaster straight at Vickers. Poor effort. Really poor effort. Who's going to get to that first? Michael Smith does. Oh, Jack's got to be better there. He has to be burying that. I could have tried to square it to Joey Ironside, but I wasn't sure that the striker would get there ahead of the defender. It's a nice turn by Ferguson as well. Rotherham putting us to the sword here at the minute. Michael Smith looking for his second, but won't find it wide of the target. But you can see how dangerous Rotherham are on the counter-attack. When I played that, Grigg was nowhere near it. It took Dimmy so long to actually wind up for the pass. that Will Grigg got there. Thankfully, it hasn't cost us anything. Ware's getting caught in possession, but he does recover to pick the ball free again. And here's Digger again. I'll look for Lancaster over the top this time, and he'll get there again. And he's driving away. I'll dink it looking for Sam Smith. Can't get there. Vickers comes to punch. Jack trying to win it back. Not having a good spell here at the minute, Jack Lancaster. But maybe it's me making poor decisions with him that's half the problem. You see the overlapping run from Ferguson, and they're in behind again here, Rotherham. We're dominating possession, as you can see top left, or could see top left, but chances are all going one way. And goals, unfortunately, have done so far as well. Out to Lancaster. Smith will go again, so we'll lift it. It's not rapid, Sam Smith, but he is getting to that first, but then actually running past the ball. It's not quite clicking for me offensively in this one. And Rotherham are taking advantage of that. Ferguson again. It's literally attack one way, attack the other, attack one way, attack the other. Barely take a breath here in commentary. Houlihan to Smith, to Digby. We'll look for Lancaster again. There's a good outlet every time at the minute, Jack. In there nicely to Digby. And looking for the ball through. Is he onside here, James Brophy? He buries it. But the answer, I think, is going to be no. It's an excellent run, but the pass just a little bit too late. We'll have a look at the replay. He does tuck in from that far side, but yeah, he's definitely off, and it's not even close. We've had the ball in the back of the net, but we'll have to do it again if we want to take at least a point from this one. Through to Will Grigg. And on the far side, ran a long way off. Michael Smith has worked his run brilliantly. Dimmy has to make a smart save down low to ensure that we don't go 2-0 behind. It's been a while since we've had a game like this where we've really struggled. But we are certainly struggling here against Rotherham. Being outplayed, thankfully. Michael Smith doesn't have about the 5 goals that he could have if his finishing was slightly better. Or Dimmy wasn't quite so acrobatic in goal. We are 1-0 down at half-time. And we are on the back foot for the majority of that first half as well. 4 shots for them, 2 for us. But their XG is more than twice as much as ours. We need to be a little bit better going forward and a little bit better at the back. Bennett into Lindsay and Rathbone. Smith again has been a thorn in my side so far in this game. Cannot cope with Michael Smith's movement. He's just everywhere. Bonnet getting in, but Dunk deals with it. Brophy will look to break away. Sam Smith is there. I've got men inside. Look at Joey going. We'll play it forward to Digby first. And Joe just needs to make the right run at the right time, which is that one. And he's in. He's always going to score. For all of their hard work in the first half defensively, Rotherham, you can't stop that man from grabbing a goal. We're level at the Abbey Stadium. And if we can continue to play like that for the full second half, then maybe we can still get a really good result from this. Bennett inside to Lindsay, forward to Wiles. Worried about the movement of everybody. Will Grigg to Wiles. Oh, he's going for it. Shot power too much. Rotherham weren't back level for long. They're in front again. Slammed home. When the keeper went down for it, I thought, it's all right, Dimmy saved it. He got something to it, but the ball was just shifting at such a pace that he just couldn't keep it out. Wham! Did he even get anything to it? It looked like he did initially. It starts off actually outside the post and then bends back in. Yeah, he did get something to it, Mitov. But that was a thunderbolt. Okay. Game back on again. Rotherham 2, Cambridge United 1. We thought we stood a chance of getting a victory. Now, we're back thinking, well, maybe we'll only get a draw if we're decent. Rathbone back to Barlaser. Picks out Freddie Ladapo, who's also off the bench for them here. Ogbene into the box. Dunk wins the tackle. Then Adam May, inexplicably, controlled by the AI, pokes it away from me. And if they score here, I'll be absolutely livid. Ogbene into Barlaser. They may well. Taylor makes the tackle. What is Adam May doing there? I've won the tackle with Harrison Dunk. And then Adam May has just swung it and knocked it away from Dunk. And back to a Rotherham man. Ferguson will deliver the ball from this near side corner. And Michael Smith, again, misses another good opportunity. He could have had a hatful today. 5 shots he's had in this game so far, Michael Smith. And all of them were good opportunities that, on another day, could have ended up in the back of the net. Digby's first touch there was a bit wank, wasn't it? He's got support here from Adam May. And Sam Smith was next to me. Smith's found well. We'll go short to Adam May again. Into Ironside. Here comes Sam Smith. Look at Jack Lancaster at the back post. No, he can't quite get there. Can Adam May win this header? Yes, he can. He's onside here, Lancaster. Oh, my God, that touch, though. Oh, is he going to win it back? No. Got options. Try and get into some space. Maybe Sam Smith through that channel. I've overplayed it, but he should get to it and keep it in here, Sam, and he has done. And Brophy's in! And Vickers makes the save. Should I have squared that to Adam May? Maybe so. Digby off. Liam O'Neill on. Nibs on for Smith as well. It would be another... We haven't had, actually, a late goal of late, have we? Oh, brilliant save by the keeper. Reactions from the header. Willow, forward. May. Brophy. Lancaster. Joey. Oh, he just can't get there. We could have taken the point. But fair play to Vickers, their goalkeeper, for making the saves that he has in this game. Michael Smith with the first for them. Wiles with the second. And I have to be honest, they deserved the victory on the day, Rotherham. They were just the better team. That's frustrating. We get ourselves up into an automatic promotion spot and then we lose our next game. So annoying. Beaten at last, how do you feel? It's been great for belief. The unbeaten run we went on was unfathomable, really. One mistake can be costly, however. I don't know if really anybody made any mistakes in that game. Both goals were really well taken. Dimmy unlucky with the first one. And the second one was just super, super strong with regards to how it was hit. Rotherham beat us, but now we've Wycombe, who are top of the table, to come next. We dropped to third and back to a playoff spot. And all 4 of the playoff teams are on the same points tally. We've scored nearly as many as anyone else in the league. We're on 35 goals scored. 36 is the most there for Wycombe. But we've conceded more than anybody in the top half other than Shrewsbury and Oxford. Or in the top 10, sorry, other than Shrewsbury and Oxford. So certainly defensively we can improve. Offensively we're doing very well. But we're still third. So it's going very well indeed. Wycombe next, though, is not going to be easy. And guess what, Wes? I had to make the decision, pal. Top of the table, Wycombe. A very aggressive 5-2-1-2. David Stockdale in goal. Jason McCarthy. Anthony Stewart is one of the highest rated defenders in the entire league at 70. Tafat Soli and Joe Jacobson, along with Jordan Abita, round out the back 5. Lewis Wing in the middle is very capable indeed. I would have thought it'd have been higher rated than that as well. Curtis Thompson at centre mid with Daryl Horgan at cam. Brandon Hanlon and Sam Vokes up top. In real life, Wycombe drew 5-5 at the weekend with Cheltenham. So they certainly have some goal-scoring capabilities in their team. But so do we. We just concede too many. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed moving forward, we'll be okay. Unfortunately, playing in the snow here, and I didn't notice until too late. But actually, because of, for some reason, it almost looks like they forgot to turn the floodlights on, doesn't it? The ball actually does stand out well enough against the white background here in the dark. So we should be okay to play here. Apologies for those of you that might not be able to see the ball too well. I will try and make sure that that doesn't happen again. Brophy into the middle. Can Ironside get there? Stockdale does. Knock that down there to Wes. He's got a bit of space. Houlihan on his left. Draws the save out of Stockdale as well. We'll try and get something from the corner. Houlihan delivers. Ironside's up. As is Sam Vokes, who flattens Joe Ironside. Not many people are able to do that. We'll try again. We'll look for Joey for a second time. Keeper's going to come for it. McCarthy dinks it in. Oh, and Nibs has gotten there. Surely. Surely, surely, surely. That's poor from Wycombe. You can't make mistakes like that against this Cambridge United side because Joey Ironside will punish you again on the score sheet, going for the golden boot at this level. Scored goals in the conference with Kiddie, scored goals in League 2 with Cambridge, and now banging them in League 1 with Cambridge. Joey Ironside is peaking in his career in his late 20s. His 14th goal in 23 games. We lead away from home. Hanlon. Across there to Sam Vokes. And out wide to Jordan Abita. Stood up nicely. Can we get there? We can't. That's what Wycombe can do. That's why Wycombe are top of the table. You can see the quality immediately from the two sides, Wycombe and Rotherham today, the two that have come down from the Championship above. They are a cut above other teams that we've played this season. They may have made the mistake at the back, Wycombe, but they've certainly made up for it. Sam Vokes with a good header that the keeper just couldn't quite get to. And it hasn't taken them long to level it up at 1-1. Okadina. Forward there to Wes. Digby's comes... Oh no, it's not Digby, it's Ironside. He works so hard. He's just everywhere, Joey. But at times, I do wish he was slightly further forward. Ulan's making the run. We'll actually look for Brophy and then look for Nibs at the back post. Can he win this, Harvey? No, Joe Jacobson gets up well. Digby's trying to win that but can't. And we are second best to everything at the moment. But the scoreline is still level. Two of the most difficult games we've played so far this season. Easily. Rotherham and Wycombe, but at this point in time, we are at least holding on for a draw here. All picked off. Lewis Wing's pass, poor. Nibs around the corner. Brophy will quickly get it back to Nibs. I was looking for Digger. Ironside with a quick shot that the keeper deals with. Digby's touch is poor, heavy in the snowy conditions. I can't believe the keeper's kept that out. If Joey puts that anywhere but there, that's 2-1 Cambridge. Unbelievable how he was left in that much space in that position. I've no idea. Digby to Nibs, looking through the gap for Brophy. It would have been an excellent pass had it come off, but it wasn't to be. This game is opening up now in the second half. Just under half an hour still to play, and it's there for the taking for either side. Here's Horgan with options, one of which is Sam Vokes, their goal scorer. Horgan again, trying to force him into a decision, and he's pushed wide to McCarthy. Dinks it in. Taylor gets that away, but only as far as Lewis Wing. Okadina in the way. Wes trying to turn on it. Digger will come free with the ball. And again, James Brophy is my option out wide. So we will look for him again. Surely he can find a teammate this time. Oh, Joey can't quite get there. Oh, this game is just as stretched as the Rotherham one. But we lost that one. Oh, well in, Digger. Ironside. Nibs. He's through. Harvey Nibs. We lead again. It is end-to-end, and this time, we're the ones that come away with a second goal. Get in, Harvey! We lead by 2-1 against top-of-the-table Wycombe, and is that, perhaps, going to drag the title into contention this season? Wycombe were running away with it, but this might spark a bit of poor fall from them if we can hold on for the next 17 minutes. I am going to make defensive changes. Houlihan for May. I'll actually bring Iredale on for Dunk just to freshen up there. And actually, Dunk might have a bit more stamina than Brophy. No, Brophy's been playing really well. I'm going to bring Liam O'Neill on for Digger as well. He's not as physical, but he's just as defensive. 3 changes now to try and hold on to what we've got. We might have lost to Rotherham, but we might yet beat Wycombe. Turn away from the man. Oh, I'm going to get lucky that it's going to fall free to me. 3 minutes to go. Forward to Nibs. There's Liam O'Neill. And out wide to the right back. Jack Lancaster a tuck central. O'Neill will look for him, but bumped off it by Thompson, who's had an excellent game in the middle for them. But unfortunately for him, his team might not come away with anything. Although they may. Handling in behind. I'm bringing the keeper. Slammed home. We've scored many a late goal this season. But on this occasion, it's heartbreak for us. Akinfenwa off the bench to get the assist. And a swift counter-attack gives Wycombe an equaliser and a point from this game. The ball quickly from back to front. And I just couldn't bring the keeper up quickly enough. Brilliant finish by Hanlon. Just beats him on the right-hand side. Down low. Dimmy tried his best, but... Oh, that's frustrating. That's so frustrating. We said there was time for things to change, and change they did. A point for Wycombe. We've certainly grabbed wins from drawing positions and grabbed equalisers from losing positions this season, so I can't deny them the point, Wycombe. And that perhaps is the sort of character that will see them maintain their run at the top of the table, but we just ran them very close indeed. I have been looking to change Schädler's position from a striker to a winger, which actually makes him 57 rated, because he's got the pace, 74 acceleration, 81 sprint, sorry, yeah, 74 acceleration, 81 sprint speed. So I'm going to try and improve his passing and dribbling next. Wide midfielder looks like the one to go for now. That will improve his attacking acceleration as well as all of his passing, most of his passing and dribbling stats. 57 rated and improving. And you will notice as well Dominic Morgan here. I'll highlight him again at the beginning of the next episode as we move into January, because he's only just come into the youth setup. Recently found the only player we've called up, really, that's been any good at all from the youth setup, but 62 rated goalkeeper and 6'6". He might be the future of this save in goal in the longer term. We've got scout reports coming back on certain players. Joe Aribo's not a player I'm looking at in this save to buy at the minute. I purely scouted him because he scored for Rangers whilst I was recording the episodes today. Donny, our 24th and bottom. We're 2 points off MK Dons. We are slightly tired, so I'm gonna rotate a bit. Houlihan out and Alfie May will come in. Sam Smith for Nibs. Even though Harvey did get the goal in the last game, I'll give him a bit of a rest. And I will do Iredale there, and we'll move Dunk forward. Right, can we get a win against bottom of the table at home? Surely the answer is yes. Of course the answer is no. A 2-0 Doncaster win at the Abbey. Bottom of the table Donny win against automatic promotion chasing Cambridge United, and that is absolutely typical. We've had the FA Cup game, I believe, drawn for next month as we move into January, and we've got Charlton, which is certainly a winnable game. Very much so a winnable game in the FA Cup. There are 6 games to be played, though, in the month of January, so we will probably split it into 2. I've got plenty of scout reports come back, as well as some youth scout reports to look at in a couple of days' time as well. So we will do all of that when we hit the January episode, or January part 1, which will be tomorrow. That's all for this episode today. We dropped to 6th with that defeat. If we'd have held on against Wycombe, and if we'd have done something against bottom of the table, we could maybe have been challenging for the title. As it happens, we're now 8 points off top again. And 5 points off second. We were second. Now we're 5 points behind. How quickly things can change, one way then the other. And undoubtedly, in the remaining 21 games this season, they will change multiple times again. That's how entertaining lower league football is, and how much you're going to have to stay glued to this save so you can keep up with everything that happens. January transfer window tomorrow, though, so do join me for it. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. And I'll see you next time.